Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Ryan and this is Collecting Casually. So being as this is my first video, I'm going to give like an introduction to myself and how I got into comics, and we'll just kind of start from there. So when I was a kid growing up, I moved when I was getting ready to go into the 5th grade. So we moved from one state to another, and I didn't know anybody at the new schools that I was going to when I got there. And just, you know, playing on the playground and meeting kids there, I kind of got into the comic book universe with trading cards, actually. The Marvel universe, I think it was Series 3 was out at the time when we had moved, which was 1992. And so I kind of, you know, made some friends at the playground via these trading cards. I was really interested in them. A kid I knew gave me a couple of them, and then, you know, soon I was spending all my allowance money buying these trading cards, and that kind of got me into the comic book realm. And then I started buying comic books every now and then, maybe at a gas station, or if we were out and about and happened to drive by like a comics shop, I might go in there and spend a couple dollars and buy one random book. But I never really collected anything seriously. I think in total, all the way through like my early teenage years, I had probably a dozen comics at the most, just random Marvel titles mostly. Nothing worth anything, no special keys or anything like that. But that's kind of where I started off. And then in high school, I kind of started collecting Spawn just a little bit. I think I found at a random pawn shop. I don't even know why I was in a pawn shop, but I found at a pawn shop like issues 1 through 20 maybe at the time. And I think I paid $1 each for them. And I thought that was really cool because Spawn was this brand new character by the time I had moved back to the state I had moved away from originally. And I was in high school, and Spawn was a pretty cool character, and so I picked up some of those books and like maybe early 50s and 60s issues there of Spawn. But again, I was never really into comics a whole lot. Fast forward, you know, 10, 20 actually years, and I would pick up a comic here and there if we were at a flea market or an antique shop or something, you know, if I saw a cool cover or something. And I kind of actually got back into vintage 80s and 90s toys, and with that kind of came collecting like G.I. Joe comics and some of the mini Masters of the Universe comics, but still never really getting back into collecting comics fully. Then in like the spring of 2021, those same Marvel trading cards really started to pick up speed, and I had been buying boxes and packs and sets and cards throughout the years just when I would find a good deal on them. And so that kind of got me back into the comic realm. And so I've kind of decided to start collecting comics again. I've actually grown my collection quite a bit in the last few months. It's just about the end of June in 2021, and my comic collection now is in the like 300 to 400 books. I've just found some really good deals here and there. And one of the deals that I found, and I'm actually going to open these tonight, is from a local discount store. Now this discount store is called Ollie's, and you may have them around your area. I think they're kind of in the Midwest and on the east side. Or the east coast of the US. We actually just got our first Ollie's here in my town about 3 or 4 weeks ago. And I had seen online that they had like these comic book bundles you could get and trade paperbacks. So I've picked up a bunch actually of the trade paperbacks that I'll go over in a different video, as well as some of these collector 5-packs that I've got here. I actually have 3 of these, and these are a collector 5-packs, and they say that they have original comics from the 70s to the present, Marvel and DC only, and they're selling these for $4.99 here. And as you can see, we've got a Spider-Man, wow, yeah, getting back into comics for sure. A Superman book on this side, and then we can see a Daredevil book here. And just from those two that we can see, I'm not sure the year on this Superman here, but the Daredevil is Daredevil 265 from 1989. So it definitely kind of goes across multiple years, that's sure. And you know, you're not supposed to be able to really see what's inside of these bags, but if you kind of pull them to the side, you can maybe see some titles. I can tell that the second book in here is another Marvel title, and it's actually a #1, $1.25 title here. And so I picked up 3 of these packets, and I figured why not open them on video and see what we get. All right, so like I said, I have 3 of these 5 comic book packs here. I have the one that I showed earlier with Superman and Daredevil. I actually have another with Daredevil and another Superman. This bag is actually open. I haven't looked inside of it yet, and I'm hoping nobody like switched anything out or took any books out. It does appear to have the 5 books in there, but this one was open, and it almost looks like it was never sealed at the top, which was kind of odd. And then I have a third one, again, with some more Superman and Deathlock comic in there as well. So we'll open all 3 of these, and we'll see what we get. Now, I am more of a Marvel guy, not a DC fan really at all. I mean, I kind of like the Batman character, but that's about it. I don't really pay attention to DC at all. And one thing that I want to like emphasize is I'm new to getting back into comics. I'm by no means an expert. I don't know all the storylines. I don't know all the keys. So I may find something in here that I just think has a cool looking cover or looks just interesting in general to me. And I may pass over something that's actually a key. So bear with me as I go through these books. I'm definitely still learning the comic landscape and all these, you know, first appearances, second appearances, origin stories, right? I'm still getting back into the hobby, so bear with me. But if you do see something and I pass over it, let me know in the comments below. All right, let's go ahead and open this first one up. These are pretty loose in the bags here. They're not bagged and boarded by any means. So they kind of flop around, but like from just looking at them without taking them out of the bag, they look to be in pretty good shape. I mean, the corners look pretty good. I don't see like any spine ticks or any major damage. So I'm hoping that we get some comics that are in pretty good shape in here. But really, you're only spending about $5 on these things. So you can't complain too much, right? $1 a book is nothing too bad. So here we have the DC title that we can see is Superman, the Man of Steel, number 47 from 1997 here. Kind of looks like a Clark Kent about to take off his glasses and maybe transform into Superman there. So kind of a neat cover there. And what do we have? All right, next up we have a Fantastic Four number 324. This issue is from 1988, Mantis Must Die, featuring Kang the Conqueror. Again, this is in really good shape. Yeah, I'm really impressed by the quality and like the age of these. So it's 2021, and these came out in 1988. So for a book that's 30 plus years old, that's pretty impressive, to say the least. Pages look nice and clean. Like, I don't think this thing has ever been open. So I don't know where this company gets these books from. Supposedly, they're just kind of like overstock books, right? That's where Ollie's gets theirs. But I'm not sure where the originator gets these books. All right, next one up is Uncanny X-Men number 339 from December of 96. Looks like we have Cyclops, and it says brother versus brother. I can't, for the life of me, think of Cyclops' brother's name. But again, another clean comic here. Kind of cool cover there. I am an X-Men fan. Oh, this is funny. So next one is a Mad Dog number 1. I actually have this comic. This is one of the original comics that I had as a kid. That's pretty funny. Mine is not in this good shape. Oh, and actually there is a sticker down here at the bottom. Let's see if we can get that to show up with it not so bright. But it says Great Escape, 49 cents, and looks like it has a date stamp of April 26th of 2018 on it. So other than this sticker, which I'll probably try and take off, this comic is in like mint condition, but I'm pretty pretty stoked to see this book again. I do have this, like I said, in my collection, and it's kind of funny to see that in this pack here. And then we have the Daredevil 265 75-cent copy here, Inferno Continues. So I'm guessing Inferno is a storyline here within the Daredevil storyline, I guess. All right, let's open up the second one. This one is sealed. I'll save the unsealed one for last. Now, when I went to Ollie's to buy these a while back, they had quite a few of these packs, and they were kind of shuffled around, but there was probably 20 or more packs, and they actually had some 10 packs that were a little more expensive. I didn't grab any of those this time around, but I have been back to this Ollie's location since buying these, and I noticed that comics have definitely been purchased because there were maybe 2 or 3 packs left. I didn't see anything on the outside. I didn't really have much time to kind of flip through the sides of these packs to see what was inside there. But people are definitely buying these comics, and I'm hoping that they, you know, continually stock them, because I'm pretty impressed already with like what I've gotten out of a single $5 bag. All right, so again, we have another Superman Man of Steel. This is issue 21 from 1999. Reality shifted. Any one of them could be Lois, or she could be Dominus. All right, so we got Superman kind of trying to decide who to save here, it looks like. And I love these X-Men action figure ads on the back. Oh, man. And I'm liking what's on the other side here. But I do collect these Toy Biz figures as well. I have most of them that are shown here. This is an ad for the Toy Biz X-Men figures available at Toys R Us. And speaking of X-Men, we've got an X-Men #1 with Magneto on the front. That's awesome. So yeah, first issue, A Legend is Born, Mutant Milestone, right? So this is the X-Men #1 cover from 1991. I do know a little about this. Pretty popular Jim Lee, I think 4 cover set that goes to make a larger picture. I know there's multiple variants of this. I know some of them, I think, fold out and kind of fold out into making that single large image, but this is the Magneto one. This issue sits all the way to the right side of the image, but this is pretty cool. I don't think I have this book. I know I have the one that sits to the left of this with Cyclops, and I believe Wolverine is on there with him as well. But I'm pretty excited to see this for what is essentially $1, and it's in awesome shape. I don't like. No spine ticks, no corner dings or anything. This has me super excited. This is awesome. All right, let's move on from that one. Again, we've got Bubble Bobble for Nintendo ad on the back of this one, and we have a duplicate. We have another of the Fantastic Four 324 Mantis Must Die. Again, in awesome shape. But there definitely must have been a ton of these books laying around for me to get 2 of them so far. Oh, hey, what do you know? Another Daredevil 265. So that's 2 of them out of the 2 bags as well. So kind of getting some duplicates here. So that is definitely one thing I guess I'm going to have to look out for on future purchases when I'm looking at the books, see if I can determine whether I'm going to get any duplicates or not. And then again, we have the Deathlock #12 that was on the other side of this pack. And I do see here on the back, it has that Great Escape 49-cent sticker with the same April 26th date on it. I don't think I've noticed that sticker anywhere else other than the one other pack. So I'm wondering if you know, Great Escape was maybe a comic book shop or something somewhere that closed down, and the company that did these packs maybe bought them out and bought their inventory out. All right, so that's not horrible. I'm super stoked about that X-Men #1. but not so happy about the duplicates we've gotten so far. Now, this third pack I don't have to open because at the top it is not sealed at all, which is kind of interesting. I already know I've got this Daredevil, so I guess I've got 3 copies of it now. So let's start with this Superman cover, because these DC covers seem to be the only one on the back, and everything else is facing the other way. I'm kind of trying to keep them a secret. So we have a Superman Man of Steel number 88, Robots Run Riot. Kind of a cool cover there with Superman being attacked by robot style Superman clones or something. All right, it's a DC and Marvel All Access. So this is a combination of a DC and Marvel title here. Looks like we have Batman and Doctor Strange on the cover here. Yeah, starring Batman and Doctor Strange. This is issue number 3. Doctor Strange seems to be like in some sort of cage with Batman on the outside. I had heard that they did some of these crossovers with DC and Marvel. I don't know how popular they were, but kind of a cool thing to do. Here's another one of those Great Escape stickers for 49 cents. And we have another Deathlock title, number 8 here. Not a big fan of that character. I don't know, just never really interested me. We've got a damaged book here. On the back is... Oh, well, that's interesting. We'll get to that in a second. Oh, boy. This one is torn on the back here, and I think the cover is actually off of this because the interior seems to be sliding out. And that's pretty unfortunate because it was another X-Men number 1, but with the Storm and Beast cover, along with Jean Grey and Professor X. So looking at this, oh yeah, it's ripped on the front, has some water damage. It's pretty sad. And yeah, so that cover is all the way off the book, so that sucks. And so I'll have to take a look and see if this is the full comic inside or not. The interior looks pretty good. This exterior though definitely has some water damage and like creasing and just all sorts of damage. So pretty much a worthless book here, unfortunately. That stinks. So now that makes me kind of wonder, since this one was open, did somebody swap this title out? It'd be kind of weird to put that book back in here, but I'd also be surprised if this book came from the factory. All these other books have been so clean and pristine that getting this one inside of there is kind of odd. So I don't know, we'll have to see if there's any other open ones and if they have bad condition books in them as well. But I do like this centerfold here with a villains gallery, all sorts of villains shown off here, which is pretty cool. Maybe I'll pull that out of the book because I don't think this is going to be worth anything. Maybe make it a poster or do something cool with this centerfold and maybe do something cool with this cover as well, because it's pretty much worthless otherwise. And then we have that Daredevil 265 to wrap up the third bag. Okay, so overall, I'm pretty happy with the collection that I got out of these 3 bags. Again, these were the 5-pack collector's packs from Ollie's. They sell for $4.99. Now, Ollie's does say on their sticker that these their price is $15 and our price is $5. I definitely would not buy these packs for $15. That'd be $3 a book, and I definitely don't think that the gamble is worth it in this case. But yeah, it was kind of funny. I got 2 copies of this Fantastic Four book, number 324, and 3 copies of this Daredevil book, number 265. So that's 5 comic books right there, which make up a full pack of one of these. So really, I'm only getting 2 books out of that whole stack there. I don't know what I'm going to do with the extras. Probably give them to my kids or something. So that's kind of a bummer there. I was excited though to see this Mad Dog number 1, especially since it was one of the first comics that I had growing up. Pretty cool book here from the early 90s. And just really excited to see that when it came out of there. I haven't even thought about this book in a long time, and it was pretty cool to see that. Unfortunately, the low of these packs, for me anyways, was getting this X-Men number 1, which at first I was really excited to see that cover, but again, instantly brought down when I find out that the cover is so damaged on both the front and the back with water damage and tearing and chunks out of it, and the fact that the cover is detached from the rest of the book. Now, I did see that on the inside cover here, there's actually some of the paper from one of the internal pages of the book that had stuck to the internal cover and ripped off. So I know that this isn't even a full comic here because there is no missing paper to match with what is stuck to the inside cover here. So pretty much a worthless book, unfortunately. For me, that would have been really exciting though to get 2 of these X-Men #1s out of these 2 packs. That would have been really cool. But like we showed earlier, we did get the Magneto cover of the X-Men #1. I really love this cover and this artwork. It's pretty iconic. It's one of those that stuck with me growing up. Like I said, I wasn't ever super into comics, but there's always those covers that you'll see that, you know, you're ever in a comic book shop over the years, or, you know, looking online. You always see like those iconic covers. The Amazing Spider-Man 300s, the Spawn #1s, the X-Men #1s, just those covers that really stick with you. And this is one of them. So I'm super excited to add this to my collection. So yeah, overall, I think paying $5 for one of these collector 5-packs is a pretty good value, especially if you're getting back into collecting like I am. Now, the DC titles, like the Superman titles, I'm probably not even going to look at, so those will just be given to my kids so they can maybe get into the hobby and just something for them to kind of look at. I'm really probably not going to read those. But these X-Men books I was pretty excited about, and the others, you know, they'll go into my collection as well, or to my kids. So $5 for 5 comics really isn't bad. You know, you're just going through the dollar bin, but you're kind of getting a blind bag there. And the fact that I got these X-Men #1s in there just kind of shows that there is actually some value in there. And the fact that you can get books from the 70s to present means there's a whole range of things that could be found in these bags. So that's pretty cool. I'm definitely going to hit up Ollie's again in the future. Like I said, last time I was there, they really didn't have a whole lot of these packs left. I'm going to see if I can get back in there in the next couple weeks. Hopefully they've restocked some of these, and I'll see if I can pick up a few more. If I see anything that I'm interested in, I'll pick them up, and I will definitely make another video. In the meantime, since this is my first video, I'd appreciate it if you give me a like, even a subscribe. That would be awesome. But definitely leave a comment below if you've ever, you know, purchased one of these 5 collector packs. Let me know what you got out of them. Did you get anything good? Did you get the duplicates like I did? Have you seen a damaged book like I got? Just let me know in the comments below. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.